Hello, this is Frank Pye. I'm going to tell a story with this data today and demo this dashboard concept, but first some background. I developed this year-to-date executive dashboard concept for retail using Tableau sample data, including some of my own that I blended in, such as target data, executive alerts, and demographics. It's essentially a year-to-date dash, but since we have 12 periods, it could also be an annual recap. There are no filters on this first dash, but it does have some interactivity I'll share with you in a bit. Obviously, with the numbers we are seeing here, it's a small company in the retail space. I have also created some custom graphics for this demo, including a World Superstore logo and custom navigation buttons to other dashboards. This is all done in Photoshop. You're going to notice some questionable year-to-date target metrics at the top. Full disclosure, I tweaked the target data just so we could see the 3 different colors of the donut charts. Kind of silly, but wanted to showcase the visual impact of that. Also, if this is retail, you would expect to see a pretty good bump in the revenue at least midway through the 12th period. Here, not so much. So you will see multiple sections on the home dash here for that year-to-date perspective, and the first 6 sections are really dealing with unit sales, revenue, and profit. You will also notice a last 30-day activity line on each of the top sections, where you can mouse over the activity line to view each day's value. Mousing over each year-to-date target will give you the year-to-date total, target, and remaining to target numbers. And while our revenue and profit are up over the previous year, there are some disturbing trends going on that I'll point out shortly. On the bottom row of this dash, we have an executive alert section. This tool can display exceptions to important thresholds you predetermine. You can see the specific alerts here, including inventory turnover ratio, changes in profit loss leaders, cost of goods sold, and so on. By mousing over the View Alert mark, you can see qualitative information from operations and finance to determine what triggered the alert. Additionally, you can have drill-through reports launched here that can direct you to some details that cause that alert. You can see the average profit per line item over 12 periods, and this indicates a potential issue for sure, as you can see a steady decline over time. So what this relates to is that every order has a line item on it. Is the average profit per line item going up or down over time? You can also interact with this data. You can pick 2 different points in time, and your trend will automatically adjust. So if we were to look at periods 4 through 8, that would tell us a different story. But year-to-date indicates there is a problem. This is further illustrated by the revenue profit trend above it, because while revenue is up over 100% between that first and that last period, profit looks pretty stagnant in comparison, telling us there is something weighing it down. A hint could be in our executive alerts, problematic products, cost of goods sold, etc., but it prompts investigation. And lastly, we have our profit by customer demographic heat map. This is telling us 76% of our customers provided their demographic data. Wouldn't that be nice? I think you'd be hard-pressed to find a retail company with that much demographic info. But this is telling us that our bread and butter is with the 40 to 49-year-old married group, with a good segment in the 30 to 39 divorced group as well. Now let's deep dive into some of the concerns we notice with the profit over time and see if we can identify some root cause. We'll use our custom navigation buttons to navigate to the profit impacts dash. Notice I don't have the Excel-like tabs visible in Tableau. I'm using custom navigation. On the Profit Impact Analysis dash, you can click on one of the bars in the Profit by Product category view or the bottom 15 products by profit on the right, and it will change the 4-year trends and year-to-date metrics below. On the upper left, you can see Profit by Product category in descending order, with some categories on the fence and tables really going in the wrong direction. Tables make up 6 of the 15 bottom products listed on the right here. That's 40% of those 15. Now let's compare copiers to tables. When I click on a healthy product category like copiers, I can see from the 4-year trends and the year-to-date metrics below that this is what you want to see. Your revenues above your cost of goods sold and your profits going in the right direction. You can see from the year-to-date metrics that the discounts are relatively low, around 11%. and low sales returns. So that's what you want to see. Conversely, when you look at tables, it tells a much different story. You can see consistently over time that cost has been above revenue, and profit is definitely going in the wrong direction as of late. So that's an unhealthy category for sure. You can also see that on the year-to-date metrics, discounts have been pretty high, up around 28% of retail, and you had quite a few returns as well. And ideally, you would want to see a problematic product in inventory this long for 4 years and have the company persevere the plane into the ground on these things. But this is the sample data that we're dealing with, and I suppose it could happen. Keep in mind that the entire table's product category may not be bad. It might have some profitable components to it, but a separate analysis would need to be done to look at that. Let's take a look at the sales trends dashboard and see if we can get more information on these issues. We know that tables are a problem category. At the top, we are comparing retail to revenue and discounts and showing that relationship in a linear trend line for each, with filters by salesperson. Let's show a comparison of our salespeople and their association to discounts over time. If we look at Anna, we can see there has only been 4 periods out of 4 years where she was associated with discounts over 20%. You can also see Anna is projected to do well over the next 12 periods, and even though it's a tough category, revenue is going in the right direction for Anna. Conversely, if we look at Chuck, it tells a much different story. Discounts seem to be always above 30% and sometimes into the 40s, with a 4-year revenue trend that's pretty flat. Thanks for viewing this demo today. If you have any questions or comments, please reach out to me on thoughtfullogic.net.